Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of the Rags to Riches Challenge. As always, the challenge rules and the series playlist are down in the description there. We're going to get into some more contracts here pretty soon, but I just wanted to try this repair thing again because there does seem to be a lot of confusion about it. Some people are saying it works and some people are saying it doesn't. I did test it in that last video, but it was kind of near the end, so I think a lot of people missed it. So we're going to try it again right here at the front of this video and hopefully settle this once and for all. So if we go to our thing here, you can see we're almost 50% damaged here. But if we were going to sell this tractor right now, we would get 21,970. And I'm just going to write these numbers down so we can actually do the math and figure out exactly what we get here. So yeah, 21,970 before we repair it is what they would give us. So we don't want to sell that. I almost accidentally hit A there. Oh man, I almost accidentally sold that tractor. So if we repair it, the repair cost is going to be 1,327. So we will repair that. And now we will see this sell price again. So now they're offering us 23,430. So when I do the math here, and I'll put this up on screen in the edit here, but I get a profit of $133 above our repair price. So, I mean, definitely not significant, but it does give you something. And if you're down here at the store already, looking to sell your thing, like as long as you have the cash to cover that repair cost, I don't see why there's any reason to not do it because you do get a little something. Not a lot, but I mean, $100 is $100, so why not? So yeah, I think I'm gonna grab our trailer here. Might as well, just because I'm pretty sure this tractor is not going to be able to move that planter. I'll bring this trailer back to the farm and I'll see you there because I think we're just going to get into some contracts here pretty quick. Okay, we're back at the farm here in the middle of a rainstorm, but I do want to get some more stuff done before we get out of March here. So we do have some contracts coming up. I think I'm going to try to do these hoeing ones with our weeder. I think we're going to try to do this sowing one. I might actually get the AI to try that one. Actually, I don't know because I don't know if that little John Deere can actually pull the seeder that we have, because it is technically lower than the horsepower requirement, and I haven't tried it yet, but we might try to do that one. Then we do have some more weeding contracts as well, so I want to earn a little bit more money. I mean, if we could earn enough, because we do almost have, I'd say probably close to 20 grand worth of products that we can sell before this month is out. I think like we should get another lettuce pretty soon, and we should get another thing of planks out almost ready in there. So I mean, if we really work hard, we could almost try and buy this other field. It's another like 35, but if we have over 20 grand in products to sell, we wouldn't have to earn that much more in contracts. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to just keep doing some contracts here. And I want to see if I can set this up and see if this little tractor can actually pull this seeder. I mean, it's got its own dolly, so I probably don't need the front weight. I should almost put it on, but probably doesn't really matter with this one. So this field is going into oats. So we'll have to decide what we want to do if we're going to seed this, and then if we do buy this, we might turn it back into grass right away, but we'll see. No field detected. Oh, I gotta accept the contract first, obviously. So I'm gonna accept that one. I'm gonna accept all of these. Anything that we can do. I'm pretty sure we can do weeding with the hoeing, or do hoeing with the weeder, I mean. I'm gonna accept these weeding ones too. This tiny little one down in the corner might be a good one for the AI to do too, although it's hardly worth taking them all the way down there. That one's pretty far away. Okay, now if we try this, 5 is the minimum headlands, eh? That seems a little bit overkill, but okay. Let's see how this thing actually pulls it. I think it's going to be fine. Let's see how this AI does. This is my first time using AI in a long time. I think I used it a little bit in like episode 2 or 3 or something for like 2 fields or like 1.5 fields. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely struggling a little bit. It is going uphill now though, and it is in the rain, so. All right, well, I think he's going to be able to do that, so I want to try out our weeder because I haven't got to use this thing yet. I think I bought it 2 episodes ago and haven't even used it, so I really want to try this thing out. Where are our weeding contracts? Okay, let's go down to field 46 first. That one's fairly close. So it is pulling it fairly slowly. I mean, we're only going 11 and that's even downhill. I think the maximum speed on this weeder is supposed to be 12. So it's maybe struggling a little bit. I don't know how much of that is because of the rain. I think it is like the wet ground makes things a little bit tougher, which makes sense. So yeah, it's definitely a lot faster than that small weeder, just with this huge working width, but this tractor does struggle to pull it a little bit, especially in the mud here. Yeah, I am strongly considering trading this thing in for the hoe. But I'm just going to do these few fields here, and then we'll decide how well I like it. Hopefully it stops raining here at some point to give me a good feel for it in the dry. I mean, I am getting through this field fairly quickly, but sometimes it just feels slower than it is when you can only drive at 10 kilometers an hour. Whereas that hoe going 25 kilometers an hour, I think would feel just kind of a lot more fun. So yeah, strongly leaning towards trading in for that hoe. Yeah, I'll do a couple of fields here and then decide. Oh, one thing I should maybe do here quickly is repair this. Oh, whoops. Didn't even see that light post there. Yeah, I'm going to repair this weeder because it is a little bit damaged. Oh, what did I hit there? That was weird. Wonder if that was the weeder that caught on that car or something. But yeah, this thing is a little bit damaged, so that might be affecting how fast it goes. So yeah, let's repair that. Not too bad. Let's do the tractor again too for 77 bucks. Not bad. Why not? Okay, so this is the first hoeing contract that I'm trying with this weeder, and it is not working. I don't quite know why it says that. Like if I try to activate a GPS line, it says I first need to unfold the tool. So yeah, something is not registering, but I tried this in my other game as well, and I was able to complete a hoeing contract with a weeder. So I don't know what the rules are. Um, because I mean, if we look at the contracts, it says remove the small weeds, but I mean, it does specifically say use a hoe, but I mean, the weeder should be able to remove small weeds. And I swear it worked for me before. Yeah, I don't know. But this one is clearly not working. I'm going to go try it on this other field. See, I don't know if there's some kind of bug going on, so I'm a little bit worried if I buy the hoe, if I trade this thing in for the hoe, then I won't be able to do weeding contracts with it again. Because it's supposed to work, but I've had it both ways when I tested it in my other game. The first time I tested it, the hoe did not work for weeding contracts, and the second time I tested it, it did. But when I tested it when I tested it that time, I also tested the weeder. Oh, so now this one's working. So what's the difference? I don't understand. I mean, they both say the exact same thing. What is the difference between these two fields? 38 and 6? I want to see, like, what crops do they have in there? I mean, they look like they're in the same growth stage. I mean, neither of them even show that they have weeds on them. They're both in the same fertilizer state. So one is cotton and one is potatoes. So I wonder if the crop type has anything to do with it, because that's really the only difference I can see between these two. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to finish this one and then go try that one again, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why it's working for one or not the other. Because, yeah, like the crop type is different, but everything else seems exactly the same. Like they're in the same state. Oh, but my lines still don't work on this one. That's interesting. I still can't activate my my GPS guidance. Very strange. Yeah, I don't know. Like if anybody has any ideas for why it works on one or not the other, I would love to hear them because I am kind of at a loss. Yeah, so back on field 38 for this other hoeing contract, and yeah, it's just not registering. We are in the ground. You can see it turning up the ground here, but no weeding is happening, so I don't know why. I don't know why the crop type would affect it, but that's the only difference I can find. Is that one is cotton and one is potatoes, but I mean they're both freshly planted, so I don't know why it would make a difference. Yeah, I don't know. That is very strange. So I guess we'll just go ahead and cancel that one because we're not going to be able to complete it. I mean, unless we do a couple other ones and just buy that hoe, but I don't know. I'd almost rather buy more land, but and I don't want to trade this thing in before trying the hoe again. I will tell you the hoe would probably be nicer to drive around in terms of transporting it, because I think it be a little bit easier to drive on these roads. This thing is a little bit ungainly. Yeah, I think the hoe would be quite a bit better overall. But I don't know, maybe with the hoe it just depends on what kind of field it is as well. Yeah, maybe that explains why it worked for me one time and then not the next time. Why that would be a thing, I have no idea, but if anybody else has any ideas for why I would be able to do one of those fields and not the other one, yeah, just let me know because I am at a loss right now. Okay, so we use 6 or 8% of our seed, so that's not too bad. Oh, I forgot to repair this thing as well. That might make it a little bit faster. I'll try and remember to do that before we use it again, but I'm getting no more sowing contracts coming up at the moment, so I think I'm going to save that little bit of money for now. Yeah, I'm going to leave that hoeing contract there for now because there's not really any penalty to not finishing it. It'll just expire, but we don't lose anything. Still 10 hours left, so if we end up buying a hoe by the end of the day, we can do that, but I'm kind of thinking I'm still going to hold off on that. But I sped up time a little bit because we are not really getting a ton of contracts, so I was hoping something else would come up here for us, and we got our next pallet of planks is at 770, so shouldn't take too long. I think we'll get another pallet of planks out by the end of the day, and then we can sell our lettuce and our wood, and that'll get us over 50 grand, maybe close to 60, depending on exactly what we get there. So we do have another hoeing one. Let's try to accept this one and just see. What kind of field is this? Okay, so this one is also potatoes. So it'll be interesting to see if this one works or not. Because if this one works, then we know it's not just the potato thing. And if it does work, then I am totally out of ideas. Yeah, this one is not working either. So, I mean, I guess that doesn't conclusively prove that it's potatoes, but there's definitely a correlation there. Maybe you can't do weeding contracts or hoeing contracts with a weeder specifically on potato fields, because that's been the common link between the two that I can't do so far. So I guess we'll keep that in mind. And next time I see one on some different kind of field, I'll go try that, I guess. Maybe we'll slowly, by process of elimination, figure out which crops you can do and which you can't. But yeah, it seems really weird to me that that's even a difference. Okay, guys, well, it finally stopped raining here. We've got some sun shining out. We finally got a couple more contracts coming up, so I'm going to accept these couple weeding contracts. And I'm going to get an AI worker doing these quickly. And I'm going to start seeding our field to grass here. It needs to be cultivated and then seeded. Okay, we got our new field all seeded to grass, and this guy is almost done this job here. Let's see if we got anything else coming up yet. No way. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Because we're getting pretty close to the end of the day here. So you probably won't get a whole lot more contracts coming up. So I guess I'll go finish this other weeding one. I'm going to double check on our prices for our products here, but I think prices are still going down, so it might be worth it to do one more sale today. Because I think we do have about 20 grand or so worth of stuff we can sell. But if the prices are stable or look like they might be higher next month, we might be able to just wait. But yeah, I'm just going to go do this one more weeding contract and then maybe sell that stuff. Maybe we'll just advance to April here. So yeah, this is a tiny little field, so I'm just going to do it myself here. I think I can do it quite a bit faster than an AI worker can, just because they kind of waste a lot of time making inefficient turns. So yeah, I'll just whip this one out quickly, save a little bit of a wage payment as well, and then yeah, I guess we'll go back to the farm. We'll have to see if we have any more contracts coming up, but I might just sell some more products and then jump ahead till April. All right, we'll collect those couple missions. I think I'm just going to cancel these ones because I don't think we're going to buy a hoe today, so clear those ones out of there. Could go do this. We could go do this deadwood one, I guess. Only 1,200 bucks, so. I don't really want to do this wood transport one just because it's like the longest one where you have to go basically all the way across the map. So this one takes quite a while. So I'm just going to check our prices here to see if it's worth doing a sale right now or not. Okay, so looking at our prices here, the price for the regular planks is pretty low right now, but it should be going up in the next couple months. But the planks long are the opposite. We're at a pretty decent price here, and it's predicted to kind of plummet next month. Same with the lettuce. We got a pretty decent price right now, and it's supposed to be going down next month. So I can just kind of quickly sell those 3 pallets of lettuce and these long planks, and then we're going to wait and just save up those regular planks until we get a bit better price for them. Okay, we're just going to sell all this stuff at the farmer's market. An extra 15 grand, not too shabby. But we're still about 15 grand away from being able to buy that next field, which I don't think we're really going to be able to get today because we're not really getting a lot of great contracts. So yeah, I was kind of wanting to buy that one so we could convert it to grass and have it ready for the next grass harvest as well. But yeah, that's all right. We'll just leave it for now, I think. And yeah, I think that's all we need to do right now. So let's just skip ahead. Let's go right into April here. All right. Well, back to April, and it's raining again. Okay, we got all our fields look like they're growing, which is good because I was a little bit worried because I had seen a few people online talking about how there seemed to be a bug with the roller where if you rolled your fields, they wouldn't grow afterwards for some reason. But yeah, I haven't encountered that issue yet. So, oh, you know what? I forgot to make a loan payment again last month. So let's do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we'll repay another 5 grand. We're a few months behind on those payments, but that's all right. We're slowly getting it down to $80,000. Let's see if we got any more contracts here. So we got a Hoing again. Might have to do some deadwood this month to top up our sawmill. Could go fertilize this one pretty easily. Let's check on all our stuff here. So yeah, the wood's getting a little bit low on that thing. We'll have to top that up. Our water's not doing too bad. That's not urgent, but we'll have to top those up at some point as well. So nothing really great in the sales here. This giant mower would be nice, but still pretty far out of our price range. This would be kind of handy. Have a little bit extra capacity, but I don't think that's really a big priority at the moment for 10 grand, so won't worry about that one. Okay, there's a couple fields that are a little closer to us that have hoeing contracts, so I'm going to try these ones. One is sorghum and one is carrots. So let's test these ones, I guess. Okay. Does it work on sorghum? It does. Oh, this is a pretty good hill, though. I don't know if we're even gonna... we should get up it, but it's going a little slow. You can see we're definitely slipping a little bit. Oh, are we gonna make it? Come on, baby. This is a little bit of a struggle on these hills. Yeah, so this thing is a little bit slow. Can definitely tell our tractor is a little bit underpowered for it, but it definitely makes up for it with such a huge working width. But and this is one of the steeper fields. I don't know if it's quite the steepest, but yeah, in the rain at least, it struggles to get up this hill a little bit. It will be interesting to go see to try that carrot field, because maybe it has something to do with like the root crops, or if like any of the vegetables it won't work on, and you need the actual hoe. But yeah, we'll go try this carrot one afterwards and see if that works. Okay, so it also does not work on carrots. So I wonder if that is the correlation, like any root crops or vegetables, maybe it doesn't work on. Because yeah, potatoes and carrots so far did not work. Sorghum and cotton did work. So yeah, very interesting. So what should we do here? I'm wondering if there's similar limitations on the hoe. Like maybe it'll only work for certain types of crops as well, if you're trying to do the weeding contracts with it. Yeah, I'm strongly considering just buying that hoe. And then I might not sell this one yet. I guess we could just hold on to our small one. Like if we really wanted to do a weeding contract, we could do it with that small one. It takes quite a bit longer than this big one, but yeah, our tractor does struggle with this one a little bit when we're doing hills, so. Yeah, I'm just going to buy this thing. I think it's going to be much more fun to drive. I guess we'll see. We might not be able to do every weeding contract with it, but I think we'll be able to do some. So yeah, let's go pick this up, and then I'm going to try to do that weeding contract on 4 with the soybean field and see if it works. We'll start trying to figure out if we can find a correlation between which fields can use the alternate implement. Okay, here's our nice hoe. Should have bought this one a while ago probably, but what are you going to do? So I kind of want to see, are we going to need a weight to use this one? I mean, it says you're supposed to have wheel weights, but that's not an option with this tractor. Just want to get up to speed and do some turns. So I mean, it's a little bit light in the front end, but I kind of think this is going to work. I don't really think we need an extra weight for this thing. Seems pretty solid. I guess sometimes it does lift up. Maybe we'll just grab our current one. That 900 kilogram one on the front should be good enough, I think, to give us a little bit of counterbalance. I don't think we need a ton. I am probably going to have to get a bigger weight for this thing to use that planter, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. So yeah, I'm going to try to do a few weeding contracts here with this one and see if there's any that I can't do with the hoe. And then, yeah, I don't know. We might have to say goodbye to this other weeder just because it is fairly slow, so I'm not a huge fan of it so far. But we'll see how this thing does too. I suppose it could be slow as well, but I mean, it is supposed to be a lot faster. And it's got a much lower horsepower requirement, so we should be able to run this one a lot faster, I think. And I hope, but we will give it a try here. So, which one was that? Yeah, this weeding contract on 7. We'll give that one a try. All right, let's unfold this bad boy. See how wide she actually is. All right, not too bad. All right, please work. Oh, it's like, what is going on? I had the weight selected. Oh, it's working. All right. That's good news. It's going up pretty quick. Yeah, we're going 25 kilometers an hour. I know this land is flat, but that's a pretty significant difference. Oh man, look at how fast that is going up. Yeah, we could maybe still use a little bit of more weight in the front, but it's handling pretty good. That one corner there, I think I understeered a little bit, but yeah, it's not too bad. I think we'll be fine like this. I do want to get another weight soon, but yeah, I wonder if we'll find any that we can't weed with the hoe. If it's crop specific like it is with the weeder. It's very interesting to find out though, that it does seem to be dependent on the crop type. All right, well, that didn't take long. Yeah, I gotta say this one is definitely more fun to drive. I mean, we don't really need the money from our weeder at the moment, so I'm gonna hang on to it for now, but we're probably gonna end up selling that, but I do want to test this hoe a little bit more. Oh, I guess we could finish off that other contract while we're here. I think that's just back up here, right? The one that we failed to do with the weeder. Because, yeah, I feel like even if we would have been able to do this one with the weeder, it still would have taken longer, even though it does have a little bit wider working width, it's so much slower. Yeah, and this one's just kind of more fun to drive, being that much faster. So, yeah, we're gonna try to use this hoe as much as possible instead of that weeder, but we should still be able to sell that weeder for basically what we paid for it, so not too worried about it. Yeah, 2 passes. That took no time at all. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try to use this hoe as much as possible. We'll see if we can find any types of fields that it doesn't work on for the weeding contracts. But yeah, then we'll just hang on to that weeder for now and just know that we can sell that if we need a little bit more money. So I am pretty happy to have this hoe, though. It is something I wanted for a long time. Like I said in that other episode, I would have bought it a long time ago if I hadn't have tried it that time. And oh, right, I got to remember that. I remember from my other game, if you're not careful dropping that thing off, it can tip over pretty easy. I think I'm just gonna try to do a few more contracts here. I think we'll probably do this deadwood one, get a little more wood into the sawmill. Might do some more hoeing ones if these are the only ones coming up. Probably avoid this wood transport just because it's such a long distance. We don't have a sprayer, but I might do this fertilizing one just because it's right next to us anyway. Although I think I'll probably still have to go get more fertilizer, but I wanted to do that at some point anyway. So yeah, so I think I'm just going to go on a little bit of a contract grind here, earn a little bit more money, and see if we can hopefully get a few more weeding contracts so we can test out this hoe a little bit more on the weeding contracts, because we know we should be able to do hoeing contracts, but the weeding contracts are the big question. So hopefully we get a few more of those where we can continue to test it, because yeah, in the limited testing, it seems like that weeder doesn't work for hoeing contracts if it's like a root crop or a vegetable. At least that's what I have to conclude by the fact that it won't do potatoes or carrots. So, but that it did do cotton and sorghum. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'll just keep contracting away for a little bit then, I guess. Okay, guys, got quite a few contracts done there. This hoe is pretty awesome, I gotta say. Possibly my new favorite piece of equipment. It's definitely between the hoe and the disker here as the two best ones. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up selling this weeder just because, I don't know, like I did several weeding contracts with that hoe and I haven't found a weeding contract yet that I couldn't complete with this one. So yeah, it just seems to be the much better option because we can go way faster with it. It's way easier to drive like down the roads to make corners and everything. We don't have to worry about having a big trailer behind us here. So yeah, it is. I think it's way faster completing weeding contracts as well. Just because you can go twice as fast and it's not that much narrower of a working width. So yeah, the hoe is pretty awesome, and it's nice at the end of the rows. Like it's just like the perfect complement to this tractor, where like the turning radius is like just all you have to do is turn, and then as soon as you're pointed straight back down the field, you're like right perfectly on the line. So yeah, it's really nice using that hoe. So yeah, we're still getting more hoeing contracts coming up. Might get some more weeding as well. So yeah, we're getting lots of contracts, but I don't know. I've done quite a few already today. We did that huge fertilizing field. That was a pretty good one. It was worth like 11 grand, but we did use like a pallet and a half of fertilizer to do it. So you got to subtract like 3,500 bucks off of that 11 and some $1,000 price tag. So yeah, we did get this sawmill stocked up. There was like, I did about 4 deadwood logs, and that was about perfect. So yeah, we're gonna have more wood coming out, but I think I'm just gonna wrap this episode up here because we did quite a bit in this episode already. But I'm not gonna advance the month yet because we're just getting too many contracts coming up here. So I wanna use that opportunity to keep earning as much money as possible on the contracts. I don't really want to pass these up, but I think we've done quite a bit for this episode already, so I'll probably end this one here, and then so yeah, we'll do a few more contracts for this month. Sell our products. We should have a decent value worth of products to sell once the rest of that wood is ready, and then yeah, we'll do as many contracts as we can for this month. Try to earn as much money as possible. Next month we can harvest this grass again, and hopefully we can fit all 3 fields into this silage pit. But yeah, once we sell everything and do some more contracts, like we're going to be getting pretty close to being able to afford a baler. So I don't know. That might be the way to go, especially if we're going to keep expanding. Because yeah, I think with 3 fields, we might be close to the limit of what we can fit in here. But we'll see. We'll do one more harvest with these 3 fields and see what that gets us, and then maybe decide, because with that extra field, like we should probably get like 70 grand the next time we sell our silage. So yeah, we're going to be doing pretty decent for money here in the next little bit. So we got to decide what we're going to do. I do really want to buy that piece of land for that homestead as well, down by the lake there. So yeah, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this one here. We'll get right back into it this same month in the next episode. And thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.